Pakistani police officer escorting polio vaccine team shot dead.
Here's a summary of the article.
A police officer has been shot dead in northwestern Pakistan when a polio vaccination team he was escorting was attacked in a drive-by shooting. Our constable Junaidullah was on polio security duty in the area of Ladambar. The attackers came on motorcycles and opened fire on him, and the polio vaccination team was in the van, said the police official. No one else was hurt in the attack, and the polio vaccination drive continues in the area. The incident takes the number of people killed in attacks on polio vaccination teams and those providing them security since 2012 to 102, according to an Al Jazeera tally. A health worker administers polio vaccine drops to a child during a door-to-door polio vaccination campaign in Karachi on January 11, 2021. The United Nations says endemic polio has been eliminated in every country of the world apart from Pakistan and neighboring Afghanistan, where vaccination teams are viewed with suspicion. The opposition to polio vaccines grew after the CIA organized a fake inoculation drive that helped them track down al-Qaeda founder Osama bin Laden in the Pakistani city of Abbottabad. Large security details are now frequently deployed with vaccine teams, particularly in the restive northwest. The challenges faced by polio teams have sparked fears that any drive to inoculate the population against the coronavirus will also run into problems.
This post received a score of 8,200, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Mods, change post flare please. This is about the polio vaccination drive, not COVID-19 edit, thank you.
2 hours. Still nothing.
Mods are asleep. Post memes. Just kidding.
Excuse me, did you say polio?
Polio exists in few countries, and it's reappeared in Syria due to civil war.
I read bubonic plague exists in the USA too.
Yeah. Prairie dogs are carriers. But that's bacteria. A timely dose of penicillin will clear that right up.
Ground squirrels too.
How the hell will penicillin clear up my ground squirrel problem?
No scruples, but they're only ground squirrels until they can get a nice house in the burbs, put anything prescription out, and they're gonna hawk it on dark web, and as soon as they can afford it they all move out to a clean neighborhood in the burbs and switch their operations from sales to bulk distribution. Your ground squirrel problem is now the desk tree squirrel problem. You don't have to worry about more ground squirrels moving in, because right up until the last minute the old ones would put a cap in the ass of anybody who tried to move on their territory. Just pay attention when they get
terrorists targeting healthcare workers and polio teams because
the USA abused vaccination campaigns to locate Osama bin Laden and other wanted terrorists, resulting in a massive anti-vax movement.
Vaccines were also opposed before bin Laden was shot. There is a section of the population that considers the vaccine as un-Islamic.
Any opposition increased manifold after OBL. Before his death, attacks on polio workers were non-existent and only a minority believed in the conspiracies. Conspiracy theories spread by Islamist elements have turned even irreligious or educated people against the polio vaccine. Quoting two of my relatives, they read through WhatsApp forwards that the polio vaccine is an attempt to cause illnesses and infertility amongst the Pakistani population. I had to spend half an hour explaining to them that it was misinformation and they'd fallen for fake news. I'm surprised there is no mention of India trying to do something nefarious in one of those messages. We get the same bees right-wing forwards regarding Pakistan and some idiot unkill shares it. I think WhatsApp forwards, especially in South Asia, are enabling incredible amounts of misinformation and social damage. In South Asia, where education has historically been about memorizing what you read rather than reasoning and critical thinking, you have hundreds of millions of people who will believe almost any WhatsApp forward so long as the wording seems formal enough and it confirms their pre-existing biases. Desis are especially vulnerable due to their divisive politics, biases against other religions, ethnicities, and aforementioned educational deficiencies.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.